Hey everybody, welcome back for part 2 of episode 50 of Round the Twist. We were in the middle of what I'm working on spinning right now. I showed you the Enchanted Knoll Farms from the bee. And since I was traveling and it was Tour de Fleece, I still had to spin. I didn't want to take the big box full of Minnie's fleece with me up to the farm and all that. So I pulled out the Magpie Woodworks spindle that I've been spinning on for a little while now, since earlier this spring, and took that with me. And I got some spinning done, and it was fascinating. A bunch of people would just, like adults, would just stop and, what are you doing? It was a fun little freak out the muggles tool. Even on a farm in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota, southeast Minnesota. I'm sorry, I'm just blanking today. This is not cool. The fiber is from the Unique Sheeps Coffee Sip and Stitch Club that I did. It's an 80s fine Australian wool in one of their Gradients colorways called Coffee House Reef. This is all that's left of bit 1. This whole bit here. That's actually quite a lot in terms of drop spindling. If I was doing this on the wheel, I'd be going, no problem, I'll have that done in like an hour, or not even half an hour. I did take bit 2 along with me because I wasn't sure how much spinning time I would have. Obviously, I didn't touch that. But most of what's on the spindle right now I got done this weekend. So, yay. It's coming out fairly fine. I'm not trying to make it particularly even. I'm just kind of letting it do what it wants, since this is still my first drop spindling project. But I'm hoping to do some kind of hand spun shawl with all the Gradients bits and just leave it a single. This is actually what I wound off before I went. And this shows some of the variation too, both in my spinning and in the colorway. What had happened, this was just sitting in the bottom of my little spinning bag I take with me that has my drop spindle in it. And I'd been spinning away at Whole Foods one week, and all of a sudden the fiber broke, and a drop spindle does what it wants to do, and it dropped, hit the floor. The entire cop slid off of the spindle, and I kind of went, oh no! And I got it wound up into a little mini hank, and now I have it. There goes the motorcycle again. I have it all obviously skeined up on my Nitty Knotty, and it's just going to be a whole bunch of little mini skeins basically as I go through. So yay, that's coming along. So yeah, that's basically all the projects that I'm working on currently, and the motorcycle continues to rev. See, this is why I normally record late at night. It's not because... Alright, going down the street. Okay. It's not because of me being up overnight. I could wait and record in the early morning, but it's because my neighbors like to be noisy, and it's a lot quieter recording at midnight or 1 in the morning than it is at 5 in the evening. Oh, okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, various and sundry things. Tour de Fleece is done, and I actually managed to either spin or do fiber prep every day of the tour. Yay! Which was my goal for the whole tour. Maybe next year I might actually do a weight goal, and say I'm going to spin this much weight-wise over the tour. But we'll have to wait and see. For right now, I'm happy I made it through doing something spinning-related every day of the tour. So victory for me, yay. The other thing was, I think, hang on, a couple weeks ago, maybe? Ooh. When did I mention that? Did I even mention this? I don't think I did. Sorry, paging back to my show notes. I made a Blue Moon Fiber Arts order a couple weeks ago. It was actually the smallest Blue Moon order I had ever made. It was a little weird when I went to check out, and I was like, really? Really, that's it? That's all you're charging me? But I got 2 things. I did get the Traveling Sweater pattern by A. Karen Alfke. This is going to be for my Millie fleece when it's spun up. The jacket is actually designed to be, or jacket, sweater, whatever you want to call it, the cardigan, is designed to be knit in Blue Moon's Wuboo, which is their Merino Bamboo 60/40 blend. I've never seen Wuboo in person before, so I want to be able to spin Millie's Fleece to something approximately the same weight. I know it says it's sport weight, but you know, there's always that variation. Well, what's sport to some people is something else to... So yeah, anyway, I ordered a skein of Wuboo. This is going to be a clapetee for me. Actually, I think a bunch of us in my knitting group are going to be knitting clapetee here shortly, because a couple people hadn't ever knitted, hadn't even heard of clapetee, even though it went viral a few years ago, and it seems like everybody's knit at least one, if not several. I've knit 3 myself. So when I ordered True Blood Red, which is one of the new colorways that just came out a couple weeks ago. And now I know bamboo takes the color lighter than straight wool, which is unfortunately what all the pictures on Blue Moon's website are, is of their colorways dyed in the Socks That Rock put up. So the True Blood Red on the Blue Moon website is a very rich, deep red, and I was fascinated with, I wanted a red scarf to go with my gray winter coat, and it would be fabulous, and I might have enough for mitts to go with it, and it would be so awesome. And this came. I was a little bit let down when I pulled it out of the mailbox, I'll be honest. It's very beautiful. I mean, there's some deeper burgundy bits in there, and pinkier shades. It's like everything from a rich, dusty rose kind of here, I'd say, down to a deeper burgundy color in the middle there. But it's not really the red I wanted. Oh well, I mainly bought it so I could have the example of how to spin my yarn for the traveling sweater. So I can't be too disappointed, because now I have that. It will make a beautiful clapetee, which will be a beautiful scarf for me this winter. It's soft, it's silky, there's so much shine on the Wuboo. I'll have to let you guys know how it knits up. But just so you're aware, if you are going to order any of the blends from Blue Moon, especially the Wuboo, but realize that the colorway that's on their website is how it's dyed up in a pure wool, not in any of the blends. So just so you're aware. And Tina, if you're watching, that doesn't mean I don't love you, but it would be nice to see the colorways in the different fibers, since now they're starting to offer different blends, different spinning fibers, even different yarns that are starting to become popular too, along with the Socks That Rock base. Although I do realize the Socks That Rock is their most popular. So just one of my personal preferences. Yay! It's a wonderful, wonderful base. Can't wait to knit with it. And I'm going to be gone through, I believe it's next Wednesday, so next week's episode might be out a little bit late, because I don't think I'm going to haul the camera with me over to Southeast Iowa. Just family vacation. Hopefully get a lot of knitting in, a lot of movie watching, get caught up on all my DVDs, and eat a lot of food and just relax, get away for a while. So I guess I will see you guys next week. My 1-year anniversary is coming up. 2 more episodes, we'll be at 52. I know I skipped a couple weeks, so technically the 1-year anniversary I think is next week, but I'm going to wait till episode 52. I will be announcing a contest for the 1-year anniversary of Round the Twist in next week's episode. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and I will see you all next week. Bye.